Taylor and Shane Hanchey, guys, we have a very exciting announcement I want to get to right off the top. Shane, you've been a part of the team for a while, but we're excited to announce Taylor Hanchey, you are joining the American Hats rodeo team. What does that mean to you to be a part of such a prestigious group in the world of rodeo?
You know, it's a pretty big deal. I've been having to steal Shane's hats for a while, but now that I'm officially part of the team, I'm excited to be a part of such an elite group.
Shane, I know you'll be happy to just have your own hats now, but how excited are you to know that Taylor has earned her spot on the team?
Yeah, you know, it's well earned, well deserved. I mean, she's the first woman to ever qualify in 2 different events for the NFR. That's a huge accomplishment. She'll be the only one to be the first one to ever qualify. So that's a huge milestone in the women's rodeo. And yeah, I get to not have my hat stretched out near as much as I used to.
Hey, she's got more brains than you, right? That's why your head's a little bigger, right?
Exactly.
We'll go with that. Yeah.
It is so cool to see the two of you work together as a team. We saw it in action at Salinas last year. I want you guys to kind of take us back to Salinas. Shane, I think that was more nerve-wracking for you, wasn't it?
Definitely more nerve-wracking for me. On my horse that she had rode just a handful of times, but I knew he would fit that setup, and she had to win. And to make the national finals. And yeah, I wasn't even worried about me roping at Salinas. I was so worried about her. But it worked out.
I want to talk about your 2 different styles because he's the number cruncher. Taylor, what are you more like?
You know, I'm not the number cruncher. I just kind of let it go wherever it goes. You know, it's a little bit stressful in that situation. And I think always when you have no control over what happens, that's the most stressful situation. Like when I'm in the stands watching him, like, what am I gonna do? There's literally nothing I can do to help. And so you feel helpless and it's hard to be there, so.
I like the second half of the story of Salinas too, where Shane woke you up in the middle of the night because Shane, at that point, before you guys left Salinas, you thought that she was actually out of it. He recrunched the numbers while you were sleeping. Can you kind of fill in the blanks on that story?
Yes. I did a crazy dance. I have some dance moves that are terrible, but when he told me I was actually $100 and something ahead, I was pretty pumped. But then I went back to sleep just because I knew like that it wasn't over at that point. So I didn't want to get too excited too soon.
It's so neat to watch the pair of you really grow together and really become the Hancheys. What does it mean now? You've both competed, you've both had huge success as individuals in the world of rodeo, but does it mean that much more to now be working towards a group effort here?
Yeah, you know, I don't think a lot of people realized that I was Taylor Jacob before I was Taylor Hanchey, because Taylor Jacob was a barrel racer and now Taylor Hanchey is a breakaway roper. But and I even had some people ask if like Shane and I were related. I'm like, well, no, we're married, you know. But it's fun, you know, to have 2 chances at the rodeos we go to is cool, you know. Like when I don't do good or when he doesn't do good, we kind of try to pick each other's slack up a little bit.
It's kind of like traveling in the same rig. If someone in the rig wins, it's a win for everybody, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, that's what's awesome about being able to, well, being able to rope now. She's got a couple young barrel horses that are coming along, but just that extra added event, you know, to either pick up the slack or to pile it on. So it's really cool, and her horses have come a long way, so I'm excited about her barrel horses.
I want to talk about goals for both of you. Is that something that you come together and work on as a pair and help push each other towards those goals?
I'm a little bit more wishy-washy than Shane. My goals change depending on all kinds of things. So no, we know what each other's long-term goals are for sure. Getting there and the small goals in between those big ones change a lot.
So what's your current goal right now? Before it changes,
Current goal, I want to be able to go and compete in both events and be competitive in both the barrel race and the breakaway. Like Shane said, I have some young horses that are really kind of coming on in the barrels, and so I want to go and have 2 chances.
Shane, what about your goals? I'm excited for Taylor's, excited to see her back in the barrel racing pen too on that level. Shane, what about you?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's the same goal for me. I'd like to make the national finals and be in contention on the last day for a gold buckle. That's all I can ask for, and if things line up and we're able to get it, that's part of the plan.
Both of you now a part of the American Hat team. Just what does it mean to be a part of that team?
Yeah, for me, I mean, American Hat stands, you know, positive times, you know, Susan, Keith Maddox, I mean, what they've done for the hat industry. I mean, Bowie, Texas, it's American made, and you know, I'm proud to be a cowboy and wear an American hat.
Taylor, what about you? You're the brand new or most recent member of the team. What does it mean to you to now represent American hats?
Yeah, it's huge. Like Shane said it well. It's American made, and that means a lot to me. You know, something that's made here in America is huge.
Well, thanks so much to both of you for coming on Western Sports Roundup for this really exciting announcement. Congratulations on all of your amazing accomplishments, and we're excited to keep tracking the Hancheys.
Thanks, Katie.
Thanks.
That's Shane and Taylor Hanchey joining us now on Western Sports Roundup to announce Taylor, the